Who are some of the most influential jazz musicians featured in essential jazz albums? If you are a jazz enthusiast or just starting to explore the genre, you might be wondering who the most influential jazz musicians are and which albums you should listen to. Let us take a journey through some of the legends whose music has shaped the jazz landscape. One of the most iconic figures in jazz is Louis Armstrong. Known for his innovative trumpet playing and distinctive voice, Armstrong was a pioneer in the transition from traditional jazz to swing and modern jazz. His albums, such as Louis Armstrong Plays WC. Handy, showcase his technical prowess and charismatic stage presence. Armstrong's impact on jazz extends beyond his music. He played a significant role in breaking down racial barriers and popularizing jazz globally. Miles Davis is another giant in the jazz world. Born in 1926, Davis was a driving force behind several major movements in jazz, including bebop, cool jazz, modal jazz, and fusion. His album, Kind of Blue, is widely regarded as one of the greatest jazz albums of all time, featuring Davis alongside legendary musicians like John Coltrane and Bill Evans. Davis's use of space and his distinctive trumpet tone set him apart as a pioneer. John Coltrane is another influential musician whose albums are must-listens for any jazz fan. His album, A Love Supreme, is a spiritual journey expressed through his saxophone, exploring themes of spirituality, devotion, and redemption. Coltrane's innovative compositions and improvisations make this album a masterpiece of jazz. Duke Ellington, often considered the greatest jazz composer in history, is another key figure. As the leader of the Duke Ellington Orchestra, Ellington composed hundreds of jazz standards, including Satin Doll, Don't Get Around Much Anymore, and Mood Indigo. His album Ellington at Newport is a classic example of his work, showcasing his percussive and minimal piano playing style. Billie Holiday, known as Lady Day, is celebrated for her expressive and emotive voice. Her album, Lady in Satin, is a standout, featuring her unique vocal style and interpretations of jazz standards. Holiday's influence on jazz vocalists is immense, and her music continues to inspire new generations of singers. Stan Getz and Joe Gilberto's collaboration on Getz/Gilberto is another essential album. This album epitomizes the bossa nova craze of the 1960s, blending jazz and Brazilian music in a way that has become timeless. Tracks like The Girl from Ipanema are iconic and continue to be enjoyed by jazz fans worldwide. Dave Brubeck's Time Out is another album that revolutionized jazz with its innovative use of unusual time signatures. The album's track, Take 5, became a jazz standard and is one of the best-known jazz compositions of all time. These musicians and their albums are just a few examples of the rich tapestry of jazz. Each of them has contributed significantly to the genre, and their music continues to inspire and influence new generations of jazz musicians and fans. Whether you are a seasoned jazz enthusiast or just starting your journey, these albums are essential listening that will enrich your understanding and appreciation of jazz.